the dark secret behind what really attracts women. All right, fellas, buckle up, because we're about to dive deep into a topic that's been debated, dissected, outright misunderstood for ages. The dark secret behind what really attracts women. It's not what you think, and it's definitely not what you've been told. If you've ever wondered why some guys, those so-called bad boys, seem to effortlessly grab attention while others just fade into the background, then you're in the right place. Trust me, you'll want to stick around for this one, because we're about to unveil the real reasons behind this mysterious allure. And spoiler alert, it's not just about being a jerk. But before we dive in, let me set the scene for you. Imagine you're at a party, the room is buzzing, people are mingling, but there's one guy who seems to draw everyone's attention without even trying. He's not the loudest, he's not the flashiest, but there's something about him, something magnetic. The women can't seem to get enough of him, and the guys, well, they either want to be him or can't figure out how he's doing it. What's his secret? Is it the leather jacket, the devil-may-care attitude, or something deeper? Today, we're peeling back the layers to uncover what's really going on. But before we get started, let me ask you this. Have you ever tried to embody that bad boy persona and felt like you were missing the mark? Drop a comment below if you've been there, because you're not alone. And hey, if you're new here, smash that subscribe button and hit the bell so you don't miss out on any of our future deep dives into the psychology of attraction. Trust me, you won't want to miss what we've got coming up. All right, let's paint a picture. When we think of the bad boy, what comes to mind? Rebellion, mystery, and that intoxicating air of I don't give a damn, right? It's a trope that's evolved over the years, from James' iconic rebel without a cause to today's brooding anti-heroes. But here's the thing, most guys trying to play this role end up missing the point entirely. They swap confidence for arrogance, mystery for rudeness, and in the process, they lose the very thing that makes the bad boy so attractive in the first place. Today, we're going to correct those misconceptions and dive deep into how you can harness the true essence of this persona without losing your authenticity. Now, before we jump into the nitty-gritty, let's clarify one thing. Being a bad boy isn't about being a jerk. It's not about treating people poorly or breaking the law. It's about embodying a set of qualities that, when combined, create an irresistible allure. It's about confidence, passion, independence, and a little bit of mystery. So if you've ever thought that being a bad boy means being rude or arrogant, it's time to rethink that approach. We're going to break down each of these elements and show you how to apply them in a way that's authentic to you. Redefining the bad boy. Let's start by redefining what it means to be a bad boy in the modern world. It's not about breaking the law or being a jerk for the sake of it. Nope, that's not it at all. The true bad boy essence is rooted in three core traits: independence, passion, and brutal but fair honesty. These are the qualities that make women sit up and take notice. Independence. Now, this doesn't just mean doing everything on your own. It's about emotional and psychological freedom, being so comfortable in your own skin that you don't need external validation to feel good about yourself. This kind of independence exudes a confidence that's undeniably attractive. When you live by your own rules and don't to the whims of others, you send a clear message. You're a man who knows his worth. But how do you cultivate this independence? It starts with understanding yourself, your values, your goals, your passions. When you're clear about what you want in life, it becomes easier to make decisions that align with those desires. You're not swayed by the opinions of others because you're confident in your own path. This kind of self-assurance is magnetic because it shows that you're a leader, not a follower. Women are naturally drawn to men who are self-reliant and secure in their own identity. And let's not forget the importance of having your own life. A bad boy doesn't revolve his world around anyone else. He has his own interests, his own passions, his own pursuits. Whether it's a hobby, a career, or a side hustle, having something that you're deeply invested in not only makes you more attractive, but also gives you a sense of purpose. It's this purpose-driven life that sets the bad boy apart from the rest. Passion. Here's the thing about passion, it's contagious. Whether it's your career, your hobbies, or your beliefs, when you pursue something with genuine enthusiasm, people can't help but be drawn to you. It's not just about what you do, it's how you do it. This kind of dedication and drive is magnetic. Women are attracted to men who have a purpose, who are chasing after something bigger than themselves. But passion isn't just about what you do, it's about how you live your life. Are you living with intention? Are you pursuing your goals with vigor? A bad boy isn't just passionate about one thing, he's passionate about life itself. He's the guy who's always up for an adventure, who's constantly pushing himself to grow and evolve. This kind of zest for life is incredibly attractive because it shows that you're not afraid to take risks, to step out of your comfort zone, and to chase after what you want. And here's a pro tip: passion is not just about your own life, it's about being passionate about others too. Show genuine interest in the people you meet. Listen to their stories, support their dreams, and celebrate their successes. When you're passionate about the people in your life, it shows that you care, and that's a quality that's universally attractive. Brutal honesty. And I'm not talking about being a jerk here, this is about being straightforward and sincere, even when it's tough. But here's the kicker: it's not about tearing others down, it's about lifting them up with your honesty. This kind of transparency builds trust and respect, two pillars of any strong relationship. And let's be real, women can spot a fake a mile away, so being authentically honest is a game changer. Now, you might be wondering, how can brutal honesty be attractive? Well, it's all about delivery. Being brutally honest doesn't mean you're harsh or insensitive. It means you're clear, direct, and truthful. You're the guy who says what he means and means what he says. You don't play games, you don't sugarcoat the truth, and you don't hide behind a mask. This kind of authenticity is rare and refreshing, especially in a world where so many people are afraid to speak their minds. But here's the thing: brutal honesty also requires tact. It's about finding that balance between being truthful and being considerate. You can be honest without being hurtful, and that's where the real power lies. When you can communicate openly and honestly, but with kindness and respect, you create more meaningful connections. And that's what women are really drawn to: authenticity, integrity, and the courage to be real. Now, I'm curious, what do you think is the most important quality here? Independence, passion, or honesty? Let me know in the comments. Examples of successful bad boys. Let's take a closer look at some real-life bad boys who've nailed this balance and left a lasting impact. Steve Jobs. Love him or hate him, Steve Jobs was the quintessential corporate bad boy. He was notorious for his relentless drive and brutal honesty. But it was this passion for his vision that revolutionized multiple industries. Jobs shows us that when you have a clear vision and the determination to see it through, you can change the world. Jobs wasn't just passionate about technology, he was passionate about innovation, about pushing boundaries, and about challenging the status quo. He wasn't afraid to take risks, to fail, and to get back up again. And that's a lesson we can all learn from. If you want to embody the bad boy spirit, it's not just about being confident or independent, it's about having a vision and the guts to pursue it. No matter what. James Dean. The original rebel without a cause, James Dean embodied the perfect blend of confidence and vulnerability on screen, making him an eternal symbol of youthful rebellion. His legacy teaches us that being genuine, showing both strength and vulnerability, can be incredibly attractive. Dean's appeal wasn't just about his looks or his attitude, it was about his authenticity. He wasn't afraid to show his emotions, to be vulnerable, and to let people see the real him. This kind of openness is rare, and it's one of the reasons why Dean remains an icon to this day. If you want to attract women like a bad boy, it's not about putting on a tough exterior. It's about being real, being yourself, and being unafraid to show your softer side. Muhammad Ali. Now, Ali wasn't just a fighter in the ring, he was a fighter in life. His refusal to conform, his staunch defense of his beliefs, and his fearless independence made him a global icon. Ali proves that you can challenge the status quo with integrity and still command respect. Ali's independence was legendary. He didn't just go with the flow or follow the crowd. He stood up for what he believed in, even when it cost him dearly. This kind of courage is what sets the bad boy apart from the rest. It's not about being rebellious for the sake of it. It's about standing by your principles, even when it's tough. If you want to be a bad boy that women are drawn to, you need to have that kind of integrity, that kind of strength of character. These are just a few examples, but which bad boy do you resonate with the most? Let me know down below. So how can you channel these bad boy qualities in your own life without losing your authenticity? Here are a few practical tips. 1. Embrace your individuality. Don't try to be someone you're not. Find what you're passionate about and go after with everything you've got. This not only boosts your confidence, but also makes you more interesting and attractive to others. Individuality is key because it's what makes you unique. When you embrace who you are, your quirks, your passions, your strengths, and even your flaws, you become more relatable, more human. Women are drawn to men who are comfortable in their own skin, who aren't trying to fit into someone else's mold. So, stop trying to be what you think others want you to be and start being yourself. It's your individuality that will set you apart from the crowd. 2. Cultivate confidence, not arrogance. Work on your self-esteem, but keep it in check. Confidence draws people in, while arrogance pushes them away. Reflect on your actions and seek feedback from those you trust to maintain balance. Confidence is about knowing your worth, but it's also about respecting others. It's the quiet assurance that comes from being secure in who you are. Arrogance, on the other hand, is about trying to prove your worth at the expense of others. It's a fine line, but one that's crucial to understand. Women are drawn to confidence because it's a sign of strength, of self-assurance. But arrogance, that's a turnoff because it signals insecurity and a lack of respect. To build confidence, focus on your strengths, work on your weaknesses, and surround yourself with positive influences. Confidence isn't about being perfect, it's about being okay with who you are, flaws and all. And remember, the most confident men aren't the ones who shout the loudest, they're the ones who are quietly assured, who don't need to prove anything to anyone. 3. Be brutally honest but respectful. Honesty doesn't have to be harsh. Learn to express your thoughts and feelings in a way that respects others. This approach not only makes you appear more genuine, but also strengthens your relationships. Being brutally honest is about being real. It's about cutting through the BS and saying what needs to be said. But it's also about doing it in a way that's kind, that's respectful. Women appreciate honesty because it's rare, it's refreshing, and it's a sign of integrity. But they also appreciate kindness, consideration, and tact. So when you're being honest, make sure you're also being respectful. It's this balance that will make you stand out. We've covered a lot of ground today, breaking down what truly makes the bad boy so irresistible. From redefining what it means to be a bad boy in today's world to exploring the qualities that make this persona attractive, we've busted some myths and clarified some similar. Remember, being a bad boy isn't about putting on an act, it's about being authentic, confident, and respectful. It's about embracing who you are and letting that shine through. So, before you go, ask yourself, are you ready to embrace your inner bad boy? Not the caricature, but the real deal. If this video sparked some new insights or gave you a fresh perspective, show us some love by hitting that like button, subscribing for more content like this, and dropping your thoughts in the comments. We want to hear from you. Do you see yourself as a bad boy? Is this something you can relate to? And let's get a conversation going. And don't forget to check out the link in the description for more tips on mastering the art of authentic attraction. Until next time, keep it real, keep it confident, and keep being the best version of yourself.